everyone, Vanakkam, Namaste, and a very good day to everyone. I'm Dilshad Siddiqa from Sri Lanka. Today, I have the honor of serving as your host on behalf of the International Association for Quality Education and the Ministry of Education, Uva Province, Sri Lanka. The International Professional Development Program for Educators is a joint educational initiative by the International Association for Quality Education, the Ministry of Education, Uva Province, Sri Lanka, and the Department of Education, Uva Province, Sri Lanka, in collaboration with universities, organizations, schools, and other educational leaders from around the globe. First and foremost, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Rashmi Tyagi, the Sri Lankan Education Ambassador. Before we begin today's session, we wish to acknowledge and honor her invaluable contribution to the success of this international professional development program. It's my great pleasure and honor to welcome our esteemed speaker for today's session, Dr. Sudhakar Umali, professor in the Department of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering at Thapur College of Engineering and Technology, Mumbai, India. Dr. Umali brings with him a wealth of knowledge and experience in the field of engineering, education, and research, and we are truly privileged to have him with us today. He will be delivering a lecture series on empowerment of the teaching learning process for quality education, the second session in his series on teacher education and teacher development for quality education. Dr. Umali sir, we are delighted to have you here on behalf of the International Association for Quality Education, the Ministry of Education, Uva Province, Sri Lanka, the Department of Education, Uva Province, Sri Lanka, and all our participants. I warmly welcome you to this session. I invite you to begin your session, sir. Sir, over to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Dear participants, educators, principals, research scholars, and all members of the organizing and managing committee. A very warm welcome to each one of you to my lecture on teacher education and teacher development for quality education, organized under the esteemed banner of the International Association of Quality Education platform. It is truly a pleasure to be here among such distinguished academicians, passionate educators, and committed professionals who are working tirelessly to enhance the quality of education across the globe. I would like to extend my special thanks to Mr. Janaka Kamal Gowda, sir, for his kind invitation and for organizing this insightful session. I have chosen this topic because teaching is one of the most noble professions. Therefore, it is essential to bring innovations into teaching practices. Maintaining the quality of education at all levels of teaching and learning is of utmost importance. My lecture aims to inspire and empower the teaching fraternity to pursue excellence in education through creative and reflective practices. We must redefine our approach to teaching. Think differently. Teaching is not merely about delivering contents. It encompasses two major components: sending and receiving knowledge and informations. Faculty members through faculty development programs are provided with valuable opportunities to continuously upgrade their knowledge and skills. Such initiative enhance the teaching learning process and enable institutions to produce competent and quality graduates. Moreover, these interactions serve as mutual benefit for both academia and industry, fostering collaborations, innovations, and sharing of best practices. Today, we will start from aspects of teacher educations. Yesterday, I have come up to the objectives of teacher education. I have explained all these objectives in detail, why we require teacher education and teacher training. Now, I want to start from next slide. Already I have explained that these educations are divided into 4 groups: primary education, secondary education, higher education, and technical education. In the first session, I have explained the objectives of all 4 education systems and what are the requirements of these 4 education system in detail. Now, if you understand all these 4 education patterns, we will start aspects of teacher education. There are 7 aspects of teacher education: case-based learning, outcome-based education, problem-based learning, management knowledge, students' engagements, hands-on experience training, and competency-based learning. I will explain each aspects in detail thoroughly so that you can understand what do you mean by each aspects. First, I will start from case-based learning. Case-based learning is widely adopted by leading institutions across the world to bridge the gap between theory and practical applications. Through the use of real-world case studies, students develop the knowledge, skills, and attitudes required to make well-informed decisions by analyzing situations from multiple perspectives and dimensions. The introduction of second is outcome-based education. This is the most important aspect because it decides the outcome of our teaching patterns. The introduction of outcome-based education, in shortly, it is called as OBE. It represents a modern and progressive teaching pedagogy focused on achieving specific learning outcomes. Outcome-based education emphasizes what students are expected to learn and demonstrate rather than what teachers merely deliver, thereby ensuring the overall improvement and professional readiness of the graduates. Now, third is very important, problem-based learning. We must understand what do you mean by problem-based learning? Problem-based learning, in shortly, it is called as PBL, is a systematic and learner-centered approach that begins with the discussion of a real-world problem, followed by identifying possible solutions, sharing insights, analyzing data, and drawing meaningful generalizations. This method encourages students to think critically, collaborate effectively, and apply theoretical knowledge to practical context. In the modern education system, key challenges include management knowledge. The fourth is management knowledge. This is important for teachers because today teachers are teaching in modern education system. In the modern education system, key challenges include management knowledge, complex problem investigation, decision making, teamwork, lifelong learning, ethical understanding, and dynamic environments and adaptability. These we require today's education. That's why we are calling it as modern education system. For this modern education system, we require the management knowledge. These critical issues can be effectively addressed through innovative teaching methods, creative content delivery, and a passionate commitment to educational excellence. Fifth is students' engagement. Without student, teaching learning is not possible, and hence, like teachers, students are important in the modern education system. And I want to explain the importance of students' engagement in the classroom. Student engagement and active involvement are essential to achieving meaningful and lasting outcomes in problem-based learning. To strengthen project-based experiential learning, more hands-on training opportunities should be incorporated in the education system. For teachers, experiential learning plays a vital role in enhancing their teaching competencies. Such training emphasizes learning by doing and includes arts integrated, sports integrated, storytelling based pedagogies as effective and creative teaching approaches. As a result, classroom practices are gradually shifting from traditional instruction to competency-based learning and education, focusing on the development of skills, creativity, and holistic student growth. These sevens I have explained, these aspects must be included in the teacher education. And after gaining all the aspect by the teacher, then the teacher may be said that teacher is a good teacher. And hence, as a good teacher has excellent qualities of teaching. And I will today discuss the qualities of good teacher. What is meant by good teacher? A teacher is a guide, facilitator who helps student acquire knowledge, develop competence, and cultivate virtue. The qualities of good teacher include strong communication and listening skills, the ability to collaborate effectively, and traits such as adaptability, empathy, and patience. These qualities enable teachers to connect meaningfully with their students and address their drivers' learning needs. The first and foremost responsibility of teacher is to show genuine love, care, and compassion for every student. A caring teacher creates a safe and supportive environment where students feel valued, respected, and motivated to learn. Teachers play a vital role in helping each student recognize their unique strengths, abilities, talents, and interests, guiding them toward personal growth and self-confidence. These two are very important just to understand. Personal growth of student is very important. What are the points we have to provide? What are the education we require for personal growth is very important. I will focus on personal growth of students and self-confidence of the students. Through the education, students must gain self-confidence in the education. Such nurturing not only enhances learning, but also shapes students into responsible, empathetic, and capable individuals. And hence, to convert a simple teacher into good teacher, we require the training. In the training, like today, they must gain some points. They must use such points in the classroom for the development of students, and hence why the teacher training is essential in the classroom. It is required for some different points that I will discuss, and hence these are the objectives of teacher training. Without teacher training, we require some techniques for the development of teachers, and hence I will explain here objectives of teacher training. Training is necessary for the following development of good teacher qualities. These are the qualities of good teachers. A good teacher is strong communicator. It means that the teacher has good communication skills. He must understand English. He must understand mother tongue. He must understand world language. He must understand national language. Then we can say that the teacher is a strong communicator. He, because of communication skill, he are able to write research work, research papers, a book for the students. And second is very important. A good teacher is adaptable. Adaptability is the quality. Adaptability means he or she must be changed according to the environment. And hence a good teacher is adaptable. Good teacher is inspirational. Inspiration and motivations are the two hands, two gradients of the teaching profession. Without inspiration, students are not able to explain in the classroom. And hence, what is the good quality of the teacher? He must be inspirational. Fourth quality is very important. A good teacher is determined. Determination is the one thing we require in the teaching profession. Without determination, we are not able to explain. Good teacher is passionate for teaching profession. A good teacher is organized. He must be able to organize each and everything. And all 6 qualities I want to explain. For that, we require the training. like today, I am giving some training to the faculty members, teachers, like why we require the training. Communication skills development is very important. Communication skills are essential for effective teaching. A teacher's ability to articulate thoughts and ideas clearly and constructively enables meaningful learning and understanding in the classroom. Always remember, we have to develop the thoughts and ideas of the students of your classroom. And hence, how to develop the thoughts and ideas, you have to think, and it must be developed by the good communication skills. To communicate effectively with students, a teacher must develop a wide range of communications competencies. What type of communication competencies we require in the classroom? That is oral communications, one by one. If I am talking with you, it must be of good communication skills. Like second communication we require. Today I am presenting you something, and that is called as a presentation skills. Each and every teacher must have good presentation skill. He must write each and everything on the board. He must be using some presentations in the classroom. Third is very important, that is technical and digital communication skills. He must be conversant with digital technology, information and communication techniques. He must understand. And active listening is very important. Today I am delivering you something. If you are not listening properly, means you are not a good teacher. Good teacher means active listening. Each and everything must listen very carefully and empathetic understanding. If students are saying something to you, you must understand that communication empathetically. Understand that words of the students. And last, that is very important, that is written communication skills. A good teacher has good writing skills. He must be able to write each and everything in English, in our own mother tongue language and any language. And positive and confident body language. Your body language is very important in the classroom. And electronic and online communication skill, emotional intelligence, and positive personal attitude, negotiation and conflict resolution skills, time and stress management abilities. Time management is very important. Without time management, in 1 hour class, we are not able to complete that we thought for teaching. Sometimes teacher not able to explain in proper way, and he is in having lot of problem, that is he has stress during teaching, and hence it is very important to understand stress management abilities. These skills help teachers build trust, clarity, and engagement in their classrooms, creating an environment where ideas flows freely and learning becomes an enjoyable and effective experience. A good teacher is adaptable. A teacher must be open and willing to change. This is one of the most critical skills for an educator, as it enables them to effectively teach students of diverse backgrounds, abilities, and learning styles. Teacher can evolve and improve through continuous interactions and feedback from their students, which helps them understand what works best in different learning situations. Moreover, teachers should adapt their teaching methods according to the age, maturity, and needs of their students, ensuring that learning remains engaging, relevant, and meaningful for all. Successful teaching does not happen by accident or chance. It is the result of teachers' deep understanding of students' behavior, needs, and learning patterns, combined with ability to adapt appropriate and effective instructional methodologies. When teachers align with their methods with students' ability and interest, learning becomes purposeful, engaging, and impactful. Third is very important, good teacher is inspirable. A teacher should create an emotional impact that leaves a lasting impression on students throughout their lives. By inspiring and motivating learners, teachers play a vital role in helping them discover their purpose, build confidence, and realize their full potential. An inspiring teacher not only imparts knowledge but also ignites ambition, guiding students to set meaningful goals and work diligently to achieve them. Fourth is very important. Good teacher is determined. You must understand this. Teacher must be deeply committed and willing to go to the extra mile to ensure that every student receives the education and support they need to succeed. A determined and dedicated teacher guides students patiently, helping them overcome challenges, stay motivated, and remain focused on the path to success. Such commitment reflects the true spirit of teaching, nurturing potential and transforming lives through education. Number 5, a good teacher is passionate. A passionate teacher builds a strong connection with both the curriculum and the students, ensuring maximum learning and engagement in the classroom. Such passion allows the teacher to capture students' attention and sustain their interest and curiosity throughout the learning process. A teacher's love for the subject becomes a source of energy and inspiration for students, motivating them to complete their studies with dedication. This enthusiasm not only enhances learning but also guides students toward a purposeful and meaningful career path. Last is very important. A good teacher is organized. Effective teaching requires careful time and working planning. An organized teacher brings structure and clarity to the classroom, ensuring that lessons are delivered systematically and purposefully. Teaching by its very nature demands the organization of learning activities, resources, and classroom interactions, which help students function efficiently and work toward a common educational goal. While every teacher is unique in their style and approach, every good teacher must possess these essential qualities: dedication, organization, empathy, adaptability, and a passion for inspiring learners. And hence, how to develop these objectives by you, that requires the soft skills. And these are the soft skills. We must understand these are 6 soft skills: adaptability, willingness to learn, emotional intelligence, communication, problem solving, creativity. I will explain in detail each soft skills. You have to adapt that. Adaptability. Teacher must be willing to move out of their comfort zones and view change as an opportunity for growth and innovation. Second is very important, a willingness to learn. Without willingness, nothing is happened. A teacher's willingness to learn continuously is the key to understanding new developments in the education and adapting modern practices. Such openness not only enhances the teacher's own professional growth, but also contributes to the overall progress and excellence of the institutions. Third is emotional intelligence. Developing emotional intelligence not only helps teachers navigate challenging situations with resilience, but also positions them to become top performers in their field. Communication is the most important soft skills. Educational institutions increasingly value individuals who possess strong communication skills and the ability to build meaningful relationships while collaborating effectively in today's hybrid and dynamic educational environment. Fifth is very important, that is problem solving, that is the soft skills. In today's rapidly changing world, there is a growing demand for individuals who can analyze challenges and develop effective solutions efficiently and strategically. Problem solving skills enable teachers and professionals to adapt to new situations, make informed decisions, and guide others through complex scenarios. Creativity. Creativity is most important. Without creativity, we are not able to develop. Educational institutions increasingly seek professionals who can think creatively and generate innovative ideas and solutions to meet goals and achieve meaningful results. Creativity in education fosters engagements, encourages new ways of learning, and ensures that tasks and deadlines are handled with originality and impact. And when you acquire all these 6 soft skills, then you can understand what is education. And we must understand goal of education. Without understanding goal of education, education is nothing. The ultimate goal of education is to foster the growth and development of students so that they become productive, responsible citizens in an ever-changing and dynamic society. Education aims to transfer ideas, knowledge, and skills from one individual to another, or from one person to a group, to promote understanding and progress. In the current education system, competency is often measured through tests, assignments, and evaluations which are then used to assign corresponding grades to each student. However, true education extends beyond grades. It nurtures curiosity, critical thinking, creativity, and lifelong learning. If you understand these points, that is what we want to develop through education: curiosity, critical thinking, creativity, and lifelong learning. Only passing in the examination is not sufficient. And hence, when they become a very responsible students, then we can say that our goal of education is satisfied. The primary purpose of teaching is to help learners understand fundamental concepts and to motivate them to develop logical, critical, and design thinking skills. So logical thinking, critical thinking, design thinking, these are very important skills in the education systems. And hence, when you understand goal of education, as a teacher, we must have lot of challenges because it is not a one-day program. So it requires lot of days to promote all these things in the classroom, outside the classroom. And hence, we have so many problems in our country, your country also. And what are these challenges? Because students are not enjoying their education. These are the challenges in education. Child labor. These are the issues in the country. Child labor, poverty, unaware of the importance of education, lack of good universities, increased pressure on students in curricular activities, teaching patterns, interpersonal communication skills, a way of teaching. And hence, I will explain how these challenges can be solved by the teachers. Let us say child labor or poverty. One of the problem is curriculum development. The curriculum to be taught requires teachers to put in dedicated effort to ensure effective learning outcomes. As teachers, we must develop appropriate strategy, explore which teaching methods work best, and take necessary actions to modify and improve our teaching methodologies. Our goal should always to be enhance student understanding, engagement, and overall learning effectiveness. And hence, today, what is important, we have to develop our learning patterns. In Sri Lanka, we require lot of education patterns. What type of education patterns are helpful for teachers? And I want to explain that education pattern to you. Education in developing countries. What type of education we require today? Improving educational effectiveness refers to increasing the number of schools where students successfully acquire the core knowledge and skills outlined in the curriculum. Poor quality education. We want good quality education, not poor quality education. Today, it is observed that poor quality education can exist at all levels. However, improvement is especially crucial at the primary level. We want to change the education patterns for good quality education. Now, it is our duty poor quality education should be converted into the good quality education. And hence, primary level education is most important, where children begin to develop their fundamental attitudes, learning habits, and approaches to education. Strengthening education at this stage lays the groundwork for lifelong learning and holistic development. Already I have explained these issues. These are the issues: child labor, poverty, unaware of these issues I am solving here. Issues looked at include improving the curriculum, providing learning materials, time for learning, effective teaching, improving the preparation and motivation of teacher is concerned with reference to their general academic background, pedagogical skill development and motivation. And hence, I want to explain all these issues, all these problems with different countries, and hence we have to develop different standards of teaching. These are the requirement today. What we require? A competence level of teaching, competence level of teachers, success of teaching, excellence in the educations. I want to explain in detail why we require competence in the education. First, we must understand what serves the competence. Competence serves as a fundamental baseline for teaching effectiveness. A competent teacher consistently demonstrates and applies profound teaching skills through dedication, continuous effort, and professional commitment. After acquiring competence level in the teaching, definitely we get the success. Competence alone does not guarantee a success, even when a teacher's skills align well with the school's or classroom cultures. Then after, we get the excellence. If excellence is to transcend more competence and success, it must be built upon both to a significant extent. Therefore, there can be no single model of excellent or quality teaching, just as there can be no universal model of competence. Each teacher's excellence emerges from unique combination of knowledge, experience, creativity, and context. And hence, all these you must acquire, then you can understand what is a good teaching. When you understand this question, what is a good teaching, definitely you are becoming the good teacher. Teachers play a vital role in generating knowledge, skills, capabilities among students. They should actively apply theories of good teaching practices while organizing learning schemes, planning strategies, maintaining records, conducting assessments. Strong pedagogical knowledge enables teachers to design effective and engaging learning experiences. Students should also be encouraged to give presentations on relevant topics, share their insights with the classmates. Such peer-to-peer interaction enhances understanding, confidence, and the overall viability and depth of the subject. Apply the concept of active learning in the classroom. As a good teacher, you should apply all the concepts that I gave to you today for active learning in the classroom. Teachers should take time to identify slow learners, weak learners, and advanced learners within their classes. There are three types of students in the class, in your class. You have to identify. Some students are slow learners. They cannot adapt each and everything very easily. Weak learners, they are much better than slow learners. They are weak. They can understand, but they cannot say something new. And advanced learners, they are very smarter than others. And we have to give ideas to all three, and hence teacher should dedicate energy and effort to support slow and weak learners through tutorials, remedial sessions, and reinforcement classes, ensuring that every student progresses effectively. A balanced and dedicated teacher not only addresses learning gaps but also encourages students to think creatively and apply their knowledge in innovative ways. And we have to analyze what is my role in the classroom as a teacher and how to make the active learning in the classroom. I want to explain how to analyze the role of teachers and students in active learning classrooms. It is vital that teachers dedicate time to planning meaningful and engaging lessons for their students. This planning time should be considered scarce as it forms the foundation of effective teaching and successful learning outcomes. A balanced teacher manages time and energy wisely, ensuring the classroom remains productive, organized, and conducive to healthy learning. And hence, understand what learning is and what is the process. So we have to explain active learning in the classroom. Today, I am telling the example in India. Today, in India, most technical education accreditation agencies are promoting an outcome-based education system. In India, Education Ministry focusing on outcome-based education to the students because outcome-based education approach teachers' roles evolves from merely delivering content to active as a mentor and facilitator guiding students through learning processes. Teachers and faculty members should encourage students to undertake projects of their choice, focusing on real-world problem solving that integrates modern technological trends alongside traditional knowledge. This not only enhances learning outcomes, but also fosters innovation and independent thinking among the students. Active learning process helps engage students more effectively, especially visual learners, through the use of models, discussions, demonstrations, and educational games. And hence we are using so many pedagogical teaching. We are using some models in the classrooms. I saw one models when I went to one pre-primary school in the Sri Lanka. There I observed that students are making models, fruit models, house models, so that they can understand what is the house, what is fruits, what is colors, like that. Teachers are making lot of discussion through that models. They are showing demonstrations, and through the educational games, without any blackboard presentation, through the games, they can understand very well. These methods make learning more interactive, enjoyable, and impactful, ensuring better understanding and retentions of concepts. And hence, we must understand the factors that influence active learning. What are the factors, parameters to understand? Every teacher must stay updated with current affairs and the latest trends in their subject areas. Continuous skill development is essential to remain effective and relevant in today's dynamic educational environment. Teachers should strive to be innovative and creative in their teaching methods to maintain student interest and engagements. Repetition of the same concept or teaching styles without innovation can leave a negative impression and reduce the effectiveness of instructions. And hence, I am focusing on teacher training. Therefore, government is providing some training to the educators. Teacher training is a vital process aimed at enhancing teacher performance and improving the overall quality of education. Like any other professions, teaching practice demands innovation, out of the box thinking to meet the evolving needs of learners. Educating and upskilling teachers is essential for fostering creativity in the teaching learning process. Teachers should continuously update their knowledge and skill through professional development programs, continuous learning, and regular self-assessment, ensuring they remain effective, informed, and inspiring educators. Teachers should also undertake specialized skill development and high-quality training programs to remain innovative, engaging, and effective in their teaching. Additionally, teachers should encourage and positively respond to the creative contributions of learners, providing them with the freedom to explore ideas through questions, discussions, and collaborative learning. Such practices foster a stimulating and participatory classroom environment where students feel valued and motivated to learn. Activity-based learning techniques enhance students' practical knowledge by allowing them to engage directly with concepts and apply them in real-world contexts. From the student's perspective, choice-based credit systems are positive initiative, encouraging learners to select subjects aligned with their interest and career goals, thereby fostering motivation and engagement. Moreover, significant and encouraging efforts from the government, NGOs can play a crucial role in reforming the education sector, promoting the implementation of high quality teaching and learning practice across India. And hence, we have to become the effective teacher. And hence, there are some characteristics. A good teacher is first and foremost good person, simple yet profound truth. A good teacher loves life, possesses sense of humor, and enjoys connecting with others. They maintain positive attitude toward learning, demonstrating faith in the intelligence and potential of their students. Above all, they hold respect for teaching as a noble and meaningful profession, inspiring students through both character and competence. The fundamentals of teaching include communication, preparation, demonstration, and presentations. These four are very, very important: communication, preparation, demonstration, and presentations. Effective technology teachers excel in all these areas. They are clear communicators and come well prepared for demonstrations and presentations. Moreover, they say informed about modern teaching techniques and continually seek training in learning appropriate strategies to make their teaching more effective, engaging, and impactful. I will take 5 minutes more just to stay. Higher education faculty continuously strive to become more effective teachers, exploring new methods and strategies to enhance student learning. Effective teaching encompasses not only a strong command of the subject matter, but also the teacher's soft skills, including communications, empathy, and motivation, as well as the use of appropriate teaching methods and techniques to engage students and facilitate meaningful learning. Classroom management techniques are very important. So when you entered into the classroom, a teacher must have a clear understanding of what is to be taught today. There are two main types of knowledge that teachers should impact. One is intellectual knowledge. What do you mean by intellectual knowledge? Theoretical understanding of concepts, facts, and principles. And second is experimental knowledge. This knowledge requires practical understanding gained through experience, applications, and real-world context. And hence, I will delete this because this is for research and education for engineering graduates. Now I come to the analysis of traditional methods of teaching. The most common teaching methods such as chalk and talk. You are using chalk and duster method, but that is a very traditional old method. Today, we are using PowerPoint presentations, overhead projectors, often assume a passive role for learners. Students' attentions and concentrations tend to decline after 15 to 20 minutes because they lose interest, and hence we have to use interesting topics in the classrooms. Additionally, these methods tend to emphasize theoretical knowledge over practical applications and real life situations, limiting students' ability to apply concepts effectively. Students to the present generation are less inclined to sit passively and simply listen. Their learning preferences have evolved. They seek to explore new ideas, engage actively, and use advanced tools and techniques to understand concepts and apply knowledge in the practical ways. Today, we are using innovative methods of teaching. What you are using? You are using some posters, some images, some audios, some videos, animations, and some materials from Google's, and some educational apps can be used to give the ideas as a innovative methods for students' understanding. And hence, we are providing practical knowledge, hands-on approach to the students so that they can understand each and everything by your learning. And hence, I want to explain vision of teacher education in India. Vision and mission must be important. What is the vision of teacher, particularly India? Teacher education in India is guided by board forward-looking vision aimed at preparing competent, committed, professional, ethical, and socially responsible teachers. The vision aligns with the National Curricular Framework for Teacher Education, National Education Policy, and guidelines for NCTE. In India, the government has these are the government bodies that are framing educational policies from primary to higher education. That is called as National Education Policy 2020. And these are very important. Why we require the visions? And vision build quality education and national development. Without national development, that country cannot be developed. And hence we require building professional commitments and ethics, fostering lifelong learning, using technology and innovation in teaching, and holistic development of teachers are requirement. So I will complete my topic here, but you have to prepare a vision of teacher education in Sri Lanka like this. Thank you very much by patience listening. If you have any doubt, I have completed 2 sessions. Any questions we will discuss here?
Yeah, I invite the teachers to give the feedback.
Today's topic is different than the session 1. I explained in session 1 fundamentals. Here we are applying that fundamentals in the second session. That is a teacher development. Yesterday's previous was teacher education. Today is the teacher development.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Really, that the lesson that you did, I think I participated 2 lessons that is conducted by you and recently. So that was really very precise. It was very clear that so all the slides are very clear and very precise that anyone can understand. The one who is very poor and weaker in English knowledge is able to understand. And so it's very significant and remarkable, and the way that you taught, as well as I think the very significant feature that you brought here today is, of course, the teacher must be very creative as well as ready to update. So that's what we do not see really in the modern teaching methods. The teacher must be really updated and very creative. As well as now, according to the new reformation, the teacher should really teach in most probably in especially practical things. That means more than the theoretical, experiential. So that what you see, it's very significant. Thank you very much for your efforts. So we are always with you, and we are very keen on your seminars and sessions. Thank you very much, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you very much for good comments. Because education is the base of the country, and hence schools must be developed from primary education to the higher educations.
Okay, sir, I also have an idea. Now your 2 sessions, they were very much impressive. And what I feel is the need of the Uva province. Right, when we take the Uva province, there are so many barriers. So geographically, we have barriers, likewise knowledge-wise. So because of this platform is very much useful, interested, as well as addressing to the current needs in the province. So thank you very much. The
So
secretary.
that are not barriers, that are challenges now.
Yeah, challenges, sir. Sorry.
Already I have explained the challenges because of the poor countries, and money is the challenge. We cannot afford
Yeah.
money for higher educations, school problems. So we have to face that challenges, and hence government must take initiative to solve the challenges. Even also liking of students. Students must come in the schools so that they can understand what is education.
So if we can practically implement these things, I'm very much sure that our province will raise with the education as well as social wise. The people will be upgraded. Thank you very much, sir,
Thank
for
you,
your
thank you.
devotion. Good night.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
I take this opportunity to thank you, sir. I think it was a very useful session for us. We are expecting more session from you, and I also thank the Education Department of our province and other officials and the Ministry of Education for the good opportunity which we can achieve. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.